You may have been eating eggs the wrong way for years without even realizing it. Eggs are widely considered a highly nutritious food, especially beneficial for older adults. But if they're stored, cooked, or prepared incorrectly, eggs can become a hidden risk, leading to inflammation, digestive discomfort, increased bad cholesterol, and even negative effects on heart health and memory. The concerning part? Many people make these mistakes every single day without knowing. Have you ever noticed eggs changing color after boiling? Felt bloated after eating them? Or used eggs that had been sitting for too long? If so, you need to watch this video. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal 5 common mistakes that can turn eggs from nutritious to harmful, and more importantly, how to fix them so you can continue enjoying eggs in the safest and healthiest way possible. Mistake 1. Overcooking eggs. We've always believed that eggs are an excellent source of nutrition, packed with protein, vitamins, and healthy fats that support overall well-being. But there's one mistake many people make: overcooking them. From crispy fried eggs and hard-boiled yolks that turn green to overcooked omelets, these common cooking habits could actually be harming your health, especially as you age. When eggs are fried at high temperatures or boiled for too long, the cholesterol in them becomes oxidized, a process that has been linked to increased inflammation and a higher risk of heart disease. If you've ever noticed a strong sulfur smell after boiling eggs, that's a sign that their nutrients have been damaged. Essential nutrients like vitamin B12 and folate, which support brain function and the nervous system, are significantly reduced when eggs are overheated. Even lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 powerful antioxidants that help protect against age-related macular degeneration, can be lost when eggs are cooked improperly. What's even more concerning is that cooking eggs at high temperatures for extended periods can lead to the formation of harmful compounds. Acrylamide, a chemical known for its potential cancer risks, can appear when eggs become overly browned or burnt. Additionally, heterocyclic amines, HCAs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, both toxic compounds, are produced when protein-rich foods like eggs are cooked at excessively high temperatures. These substances not only increase cancer risk, but also contribute to chronic inflammation, which is particularly dangerous for older adults whose immune systems are already more vulnerable. Take Robert, for example, a 76-year-old who had been eating crispy fried eggs every morning for years. He loved the golden crunch and assumed it made his breakfast more enjoyable. But over time, he started experiencing frequent bloating, acid reflux, and digestive discomfort. At first, he thought it was just a normal part of aging, but after learning about the dangers of oxidized cholesterol and harmful compounds from overcooked eggs, he decided to make a change. Instead of frying at high heat, he switched to steaming, soft boiling, and low-heat scrambling. Within just a few weeks, he noticed a significant improvement: less bloating, better digestion, and more sustained energy throughout the day. If you've been cooking eggs this way, now is the time to rethink your approach for the sake of your health. The best way to prepare eggs while preserving their nutrients is to cook them gently at lower temperatures. Steaming, soft boiling, or poaching allows you to retain maximum nutrition without altering cholesterol. If you prefer fried eggs, use low heat and avoid burning them. For hard-boiled eggs, aim for 9 to 10 minutes to ensure they're cooked without losing essential vitamins and minerals. And if you accidentally overcook them to the point where they develop a burnt crust, it's best to cut off the charred portion to avoid exposure to harmful substances. A small change in cooking methods can have a big impact on your health. Eggs remain one of the most nutritious foods, but only when prepared correctly. If you want to reduce inflammation, protect your heart, preserve your memory, and maintain a healthy digestive system, start making these changes today. Cook your eggs the right way. Have you ever made this mistake? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because these insights can help you and your loved ones stay healthier every day. Mistake 2. Eating raw or undercooked eggs. Many people believe that raw eggs are the best source of nutrition because they retain all their vitamins and minerals without being lost through cooking. In fact, some even have the habit of drinking raw eggs in the morning, thinking it boosts their health and improves protein absorption. But the truth is, consuming raw eggs may pose more risks than benefits, especially for older adults. Raw eggs can carry salmonella, a type of bacteria that causes food poisoning, leading to diarrhea, stomach pain, dehydration, and overall weakness. While younger people with strong immune systems may recover quickly, older adults have weaker immune defenses, making it harder for their bodies to fight off infections. A mild case of food poisoning at age 30 may cause just a day of discomfort, but at age 70, it could become a serious issue, potentially requiring hospitalization due to dehydration and health complications. Beyond the risk of bacterial contamination, raw eggs contain avidin, a protein that prevents the body from absorbing biotin, vitamin B7. Biotin is essential for maintaining memory, protecting the nervous system, keeping skin and hair healthy, and even reducing the risk of cognitive decline in older adults. Eating raw eggs regularly can lead to biotin deficiency over time, resulting in weaker hair, brittle nails, and worsening memory. Another overlooked issue is that raw eggs can irritate the stomach. If you have acid reflux, gastritis, or digestive problems, consuming raw eggs may worsen your symptoms. Because of their thick, viscous texture, raw eggs are harder to digest than cooked ones, making your stomach work harder and potentially causing bloating, discomfort, or stomach pain after eating. Margaret, 68, learned this lesson the hard way. For years, she started her mornings with a banana and raw egg smoothie, believing it was the best way to fuel her body. But one morning, after drinking it as usual, she suddenly experienced severe stomach pain, nausea, and dizziness. She was rushed to the hospital, where doctors diagnosed her with salmonella poisoning from the raw eggs. It took nearly a week for her to recover fully. From that moment on, Margaret switched to eating cooked eggs and never had the same issue again. So how can you continue to enjoy eggs without these risks? The most important step is to always cook eggs before eating them. Whether you prefer scrambled, boiled, or steamed eggs, make sure both the yolk and the whites are fully cooked to a safe temperature to eliminate harmful bacteria. If you love dishes that traditionally contain raw eggs, such as mousse, homemade mayonnaise, or salad dressings, make sure to use pasteurized eggs. Pasteurized eggs are gently heat-treated to kill bacteria while still retaining their nutritional value, significantly reducing the risk of foodborne illness. Older adults, especially those with weak digestive systems or a history of gastrointestinal issues, should avoid raw eggs altogether to protect their health. Don't risk your well-being for an old eating habit. Eggs remain a fantastic source of nutrition, but only when prepared safely. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever eaten raw eggs? After learning about these risks, do you think you'll change the way you eat eggs? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Mistake 3. Improperly storing cooked eggs. Many people have the habit of cooking a large batch of eggs in advance without realizing that improperly storing cooked eggs can be harmful. Bacteria multiply rapidly in temperatures between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius. And if cooked eggs are left at room temperature for more than 2 hours, they can become unsafe to eat, even if they look fine. For older adults, this risk is even greater, as a weakened immune system makes it harder to fight off foodborne illnesses, which can lead to diarrhea, dehydration, and even hospitalization. Take George, for example. At 72, he liked to prepare a batch of boiled eggs at the beginning of the week to save time. However, he only covered the bowl with plastic wrap instead of sealing them in an airtight container. After a few days, he started experiencing bloating, indigestion, and mild stomach discomfort. At first, he didn't think it was the eggs, but after reading about proper food storage, he realized bacteria might have grown due to improper handling. When he switched to storing his eggs in an airtight container and making smaller batches to consume more quickly, his digestion improved significantly. But the issue isn't just about bacterial contamination. One little-known fact is that cooked eggs stored for too long in the refrigerator can lose choline, an essential nutrient that supports memory, protects brain health, and reduces the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Choline is particularly important for older adults because it helps maintain cognitive function and prevents mental decline. When eggs are stored improperly or kept for too long, their choline content can diminish, meaning you're not getting the full nutritional benefits. Additionally, eggs tend to absorb odors from other foods in the fridge, especially strong-smelling items like onions, garlic, or processed foods. This doesn't just alter the flavor of the eggs, but can also expose them to chemical compounds from processed foods, which may have negative health effects over time. If you've ever eaten a boiled egg that tasted slightly off, it may have absorbed odors from nearby foods in the refrigerator. So how can you store cooked eggs properly to ensure both safety and nutrition? First, always keep them in an airtight container to prevent exposure to air and strong-smelling foods. If you frequently store eggs near onions, garlic, cheese, or processed meals, separate them to keep them fresh longer and prevent unwanted flavors. If you prefer boiled eggs, remember that they should be refrigerated for no more than 7 days. After that, even if they look fine, their nutrient content may have degraded and bacterial risk increases, making them unsafe to eat. Another common mistake is reheating eggs the wrong way. If you've ever microwaved leftover eggs and noticed they became dry, rubbery, and lost their flavor, it's because high microwave temperatures can alter protein structure and destroy some of the nutrients. Instead, reheat eggs by steaming them or warming them gently on the stovetop over low heat. This keeps them soft, retains moisture, and preserves their nutritional value. If you're short on time, you can wrap an egg in a damp paper towel and microwave it on low heat, preventing excessive drying. Proper food storage isn't just about avoiding food poisoning, it's also about maximizing the nutritional value of what you eat. If you regularly consume eggs but haven't paid attention to how you store them, now is the time to make a change. With just a few simple adjustments, you can maintain digestive health, protect your memory, and enjoy meals that are both safe and nutritious. Mistake 4. Using expired or cracked eggs. Most people believe that as long as they follow the expiration date printed on the carton, their eggs will always be safe to eat. But the truth is not that simple. Eggs can go bad before or even after the printed date, depending on how they are stored. If you don't check carefully, you might accidentally consume contaminated eggs, increasing your risk of food poisoning, digestive issues, and overall health decline. One of the biggest risks comes from cracked eggs. The eggshell not only protects the inside, but also acts as a natural barrier against bacteria. When the shell is cracked, even a tiny fracture can allow bacteria like salmonella to enter, making the egg unsafe to eat. Many people still use cracked eggs because the egg white and yolk appear normal, but in reality, bacteria may have already spread inside, something you cannot detect with the naked eye. Take Evelyn, 74, for example. For years, she had a habit of grabbing eggs from the fridge, cracking them straight into the pan, and cooking them without checking. One morning, she cracked an egg and noticed a slightly off smell. Not wanting to waste food, she decided to cook and eat it anyway. Just a few hours later, she experienced severe stomach pain, nausea, and diarrhea. At the hospital, doctors diagnosed her with food poisoning caused by spoiled eggs. From that day on, she never forgot to check her eggs before cooking, and she has avoided similar problems ever since. Spoiled eggs aren't just a health risk, they also lose essential nutrients over time, especially lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful antioxidants that protect eye health and reduce the risk of cataracts and macular degeneration. These conditions are common among older adults, and eating expired or low-quality eggs means missing out on these critical nutrients. If you're eating eggs for their health benefits, consuming old eggs won't provide the same level of protection for your vision. So how can you tell if an egg is still fresh? There's a simple trick you can try at home: the water test. Fill a large bowl with cold water and gently place the egg inside. If it sinks to the bottom and lies flat, it's fresh and safe to eat. If it stands upright but remains submerged, it's older but still usable. Just eat it soon. If it floats to the surface, it's spoiled and should be thrown away immediately. Aside from the water test, always watch for other signs. If an egg smells bad, has an unusually runny white, or shows discoloration, discard it immediately. Never assume an egg is safe just because it looks fine, as bacteria may already be growing inside without visible signs. Proper storage is also key to keeping eggs fresh for as long as possible. Always store eggs in the main section of the refrigerator, where the temperature remains stable at below 40 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius. Avoid keeping them in the fridge door, where temperature fluctuations occur every time you open and close it, causing eggs to spoil faster. When buying eggs, inspect the shells carefully before taking them home. Avoid purchasing eggs with cracks or tiny fractures, even if they are still in an unopened carton. A small crack can expose the egg to bacteria without you realizing it. If you accidentally buy cracked eggs, use them immediately and only in fully cooked dishes, rather than storing them for later use. By checking eggs before use, storing them properly, and avoiding cracked or expired eggs, you can significantly reduce your risk of foodborne illness while ensuring you get the full nutritional benefits of eggs. A small habit change can make a big difference. Have you ever eaten a spoiled egg? Do you check your eggs before cooking? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. These simple tips can help you stay healthier every day. Mistake 5. Cooking eggs with unhealthy oils. Choosing the wrong type of oil can turn a healthy meal into a source of inflammation, increasing the risk of heart disease and even affecting memory. Many people habitually use industrial oils like soybean oil, corn oil, and canola oil, believing they are good for health. But the truth is, these oils are highly unstable when heated, making them prone to oxidation, which leads to the formation of trans fats and inflammatory compounds. When exposed to high temperatures, these oils can produce free radicals, which damage cells, increase inflammation, and weaken cardiovascular health. For older adults, chronic inflammation can contribute to conditions like arthritis, diabetes, high blood pressure, and cognitive decline. Not only that, industrial cooking oils can produce an unpleasant, rancid smell when heated, masking the natural flavors of eggs. If you've ever noticed a burnt oil odor or a strange taste in your fried eggs, that's a sign that the oil has oxidized. Consuming oxidized oils doesn't just lead to bloating and indigestion, it can also accelerate aging and impair brain function over time. Take Frank, 78, for example. For years, he used vegetable oil to fry eggs every morning, believing it was a healthy choice. But gradually, he began feeling sluggish after meals. His digestion weakened, and he often experienced bloating and discomfort. One day, after reading about the harmful effects of industrial oils on aging bodies, he decided to make a change. He switched to using butter and extra virgin olive oil for cooking. Within just a few weeks, he noticed a significant improvement. His digestion felt smoother, he no longer felt heavy after meals, and he had more energy throughout the day. If you're still using industrial cooking oils to fry eggs, Now is the time to reconsider. Choosing the right oil not only protects heart health and digestion, but also enhances the natural flavors of your food. One of the best options is extra virgin olive oil. This oil is rich in antioxidants, known for reducing inflammation, protecting the heart, and supporting memory. Olive oil contains monounsaturated fats that improve cholesterol levels and aid digestion. For older adults, replacing industrial oils with olive oil is a smart step toward long-term health. Another excellent choice is butter or ghee, clarified butter. Not only do these fats help absorb fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D from eggs, but ghee also has a high smoke point, making it more stable when heated. Additionally, butter supports digestion and is often better tolerated by those with sensitive digestive systems compared to vegetable oils. For those looking for a highly stable oil for high-heat cooking, virgin coconut oil is a fantastic option. Coconut oil has a saturated fat structure that prevents oxidation when exposed to heat. It also supports brain function and boosts energy levels, making it particularly beneficial for older adults looking to improve memory and maintain mental clarity. Choosing the right cooking oil can make a significant difference in your overall health. If you want your meals to be nutritious and heart-friendly, stay away from industrial oils and switch to healthier options like olive oil, butter, or coconut oil. A small change in the way you cook can help you stay healthier, reduce inflammation, and feel more energized every day. So, we've just uncovered the biggest mistakes people make when eating eggs. Mistakes you might have been making your whole life without realizing it. Eggs are still an incredible source of nutrition, but only if you don't burn them to a crisp. Eat them raw like an old-school bodybuilder, store them in the fridge like a museum artifact, or drown them in low-quality cooking oil. Remember, just a few small tweaks in how you prepare eggs can help you enjoy their delicious taste while keeping your heart strong, your memory sharp, and your digestion happy. Who would have thought that something as small as an egg could stir up so much trouble? Now, I'm really curious. Out of these 5 mistakes, which one have you been guilty of the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience might just help someone else avoid making the same errors. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so we can continue learning how to eat smarter and live healthier every day.